Hey guys, this is Caveman Only, and welcome to episode 8, the final episode before my big bossing saga finally begins. If you're familiar with my updates, you will probably know that my primary focus the last several updates has been preparation for the Calphite Queen, and that time is finally upon us. So I'm going to kick off this video with a big announcement. Friday, September 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be my Calphite Queen premiere live stream. You won't want to miss that, and I have also put out a teaser video if you have not seen the teaser yet on Reddit. I will go ahead and post the link to that in the description of this video. It's hosted on Streamable rather than YouTube because the music in the video is copyrighted and YouTube will not let me share that. So don't worry about that, but check out the teaser trailer in the description. It's well worth it, I promise. And without further ado, let's get into the content. Here is my all-inclusive list of minimum stats, gear, and supplies that I will need for approximately 100 attempts at KQ. The things on the list that are crossed off are the things that I've already accomplished as of my last update, and of course the things that are not marked off yet you could probably, more than likely, expect later on in this video. So I will post this picture again at the end of the video so we can see how much progress I've made. And again, we're kicking things off with some Herblore action, and I finally managed to get to level 38 Herblore, which is the level that you need to make prayer potions. I think it kind of speaks for itself, the usefulness that they will have at the Calphite Queen. And I actually already had a decent stack of Snapegrass in the bank from Chaos Druids and from Cave Bugs, so I could smash out my first round of prayer potions. And here is 40 Herblore, which is the level needed to clean Irit Leaves. I'm getting rather close to the level for super attack potions, but I don't quite think I'm going to make it to level 45 before I'm ready to kill Calphite Queen. So I haven't done much wood cutting or fire making in the Varrock Sewer in a while, so I decided to head there and get up to level 26 fire making really quick. That way I could light an oil lantern, because honestly the amount of times that I have died to gas in the Lumbered Swamp Caves is getting a little bit embarrassing. So I decided to make a closed lantern, that way I can keep myself from dying. And also, with 26 fire making, came 1,000 total level. Obviously, rather large milestone there. I never really thought that I would ever make it to 1,000 total level, if I'm honest. I know I say that quite often, but here I am, 1,000 total level, and got 1,277 levels to go. So aside from the obvious long grind of getting to base 70 melee stats, the other tedious part of this has been collecting secondary Herblore ingredients. Currently, the best method of collecting secondaries is from the level 6 cave bugs in the Lumbered Swamp Caves, and I also collect Snapegrass occasionally from the Chaos Druids in Edgeville Dungeon. But the secondary ingredient drops from the cave bugs are a rare drop, and sometimes they're not even ones that I need. Like red spider eggs, for example, aren't useful to me at all. And limpwort roots, I get tons of those from hill giants. So I'm really here just for the Eyes of Newt, the ground unicorn horn dust, and the snapegrass. And honestly, probably the most tedious grind thus far, even more so than mining. Finally, I'm back to the combat grind, and I'm here at Calphite Guardians trying to get my hands on the rune chain body. Now, according to the wiki, these things have a pretty decent drop table. They drop several different alkables, and of course, the elusive rune chain body. Here again, we have Kissums, the same person who made the rune chain body shrine from the last video, has decided to make a dragon chain body shrine. This time, the dragon chain body disappeared on the floor. So it's really incredible the amount of time and money that people spend to troll me on stream. So I guess thank you again to Kissums, because here you will see that the dragon chain body sacrifice to RNGesus does pay off. After much deliberation in my stream, I decided to head to the Black Demons in Edgeville Dungeon because the Calphite Guardians just weren't doing it for me. Of course, the Black Demons also dropped the rune chain body as well, and so when I headed down there, I was doing my best to flick protect from melee, and I was experiencing a bit of lag, and of course I died on my very first attempt. Not. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. It wasn't a huge deal or anything, because I did end up right outside the dungeon again, so I headed straight back there for my next attempt, and look what happens.
points for calling hilt. Come on, give me a hilt. Oh my god, you are fucking shitting me. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. First black demon kill and I get a rune chain body. Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, that's awesome.
So apparently RNGesus was satisfied with the Dragon Chain Body sacrifice, and he decided to bless me with the Rune Chain Body from my very first Black Demon kill. I seriously could not believe it. So now that the Rune Chain Body has been obtained, which was the most variable and kind of ambiguous goal that I had to achieve for the Cowfight Queen, now I'm off to do some mining and smithing. I needed to mine 1,800 coal, which I did at the Mining Guild, in order to make some Addy bars into Addy knives for the second phase of Cowfight Queen. So I'm off to Blast Furnace yet again, one of my favorite places in the game, not really, and I smashed out 600 Addy bars. After a night's worth of work, I went ahead and turned those bars into knives, and boom, I had 3,000 Addy knives at my disposal for the Cowfight Queen. Let's go. One sort of mild epiphany, I guess you could call it, that I had was that I don't have any necklace or amulet to wear to Cowfight Queen. And it hit me, why don't I try to make some Phoenix necklaces? They only require 56 crafting, and I was at level 54. And it requires 57 magic to enchant a diamond necklace. So I went ahead and smashed out a couple crafting levels. I got up to level 55, which is the level that you need to cut dragon stones. So I can make rings of wealth in the future if I choose to. And then I went ahead and got level 56 as well for the diamond necklace. Now, the caveat is that magic training, as you probably know, is very difficult for me. Although I have access to a rune shop in the Czar City here. Thank you, by the way, for voting yes to the rune packs in the magic shop. Nonetheless, it's still really difficult for me to train magic. So, odds of me getting 57 magic before I go and kill Cowfight Queen later this week, probably pretty low, but I've got it on deck and on the back burner for the future for killing Cowfight Queen and other bosses. Here's my scuffed magic setup for you, my full ham robes, obby cape, and earth staff, doing a little crumble undead action, trying to get a few free magic levels to see if I could get up to 57. I ended up running out of Crumble Undead casts, so I went ahead and did a few low alks on some gold necklaces that I had made for crafting, and got up to level 50 magic. Again, it's a nice level because now I'll be able to use Snare when I kill Obor in the future once I am done with the Cowfight Queen, but not quite the level that I need for enchanting diamond jewelry, so I'm going to be putting that on hold for the time being. So in hindsight, I've decided to change the quantity of potions that I need for Cowfight Queen, at least for the time being. I vastly overestimated the rate at which I gather secondary ingredients from cave bugs. So it's very time consuming, and honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to kill Cowfight Queen right now with the stats and gear that I have. So I'm going to hold off on making the rest of those potions for later until I can actually prove to myself that I can kill KQ. So I'm only going to get 25 of each potion for right now. And since that is the last big thing on the list, besides melee training, I am now off to the Hill Giants for days. I have been here for days and days, on stream and off stream, killing these goddamn Hill Giants, mostly for giant keys in the future for Obor. But finally, here is 70 attack, which is part 2 of the 3-part melee trifecta. I will not be getting 70 defense in this video because, as is tradition, I overestimated the experience rates I would be getting here at Hill Giants since I'm only 3-iteming. I will be working on 70 defense all the way up until Friday, the day of my Cowfight Queen stream. So hopefully I get as close as I can to the minimum stat requirements that I wanted originally. But even if not, I'm still going to attempt KQ, and even if the kill takes 10 or 15 minutes, it's still going to be fun to watch. So I highly recommend you join me over at twitch.tv/caveman only. And wrapping up, a quick look at the bank. I've got a decent sized cash stack now these days from low alking for a bit of magic training. I've got the 3,000 Addy knives ready to go there in the range tab. Nothing too new from the magic or food tabs, but the herblore tab, as always, is growing day by day. I've got all my potions there ready to go, In the crafting and mining tab, not much has changed. I did use all the coal and some of the addy ore that I had. I cut my dragon stones, and I've got tons of recoils for KQ. In my kind of miscellaneous Slayer PVM tab, the Insold Head and Talisman collections are looking nice. I've got 37 giant keys, so Obor is on deck directly after some fun at the Cowfight Queen. And that's about it with the bank. And here's a sneak peek at my setup for the Cowfight Queen. I've got the Obby Maul and Bone Crossbow in my inventory. The Maul, of course, will be used primarily on the first phase, and the Bone Crossbow will be used on the kill initially because its special attack lowers an unsuspecting target's defense by the amount that you hit, so that will help me slightly. I've got jugs of wine and meat pizzas in the inventory as my combo eating food, and of course all my potions at the top. And here's my best in slot gear that I can get my hands on. I've got the Rune Med Helm and Chain Body, the Obsidian Shield and Cape, 3000 Addy Knives, frog leather chaps and boots, and hard leather gloves from RFD, as well as a Ring of Recoil. And last but not least, my final stats for the episode. I am so incredibly excited for Friday, guys. Again, my premiere Cowfight Queen live stream will be happening this Friday, September 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time until whenever, really. So I really hope to see you guys over there. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you next time.